Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tanealyakimbeauty and this is Beauty. In this video, we're going to be doing a quick look, just kind of playing around with makeup, doing a little get ready with me with some makeup that I picked up from Kab Beauty. I also have a blush palette in here from Juvia's Place that I just picked up that I'm really excited to finally be able to give a try. I have the Day and Night palette from Kab Beauty, and I also have one of the glow powders. I thought this was a blush, but it actually pulls more like a highlighter. So for blush, I'm going to be using, like I said, this blush palette from Juvia's Place. It is the Saharan Blush Volume 2. I picked this up on a sale of Memorial Day weekend, somewhere around in there. Juvia's Place was having a big 50% off sale on like all of their blushes. The brand new ones, the duos, those were not on sale, but everything else was on sale. So I finally went ahead and grabbed this palette. I have been wanting to get it for so long. I just love the tones in this palette. It's beautiful burnt orangey red tone right there. This peachy tone here. These two blushes right here are shimmers. You have a purpley shimmer. You have kind of a light peachy shimmer here. This shade right here, if you contour or bronze, I'm sure you can use this to do either one. And then you have a purpley matte blush here. So you have like all kinds of blush looks here. So I'm looking forward to giving this a try. So the first thing I'm going to do is go on ahead and prime my eyelids using my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. I have, I think, one more application in this before it is all gone. I have another one in my backup. I also picked that up during that sale. When I got the blush palette, I got another concealer because the concealers were at 50% off. And a lot of the products 50% off. I also got one of the Juvia's Place, one of their newer gloss bombs, the ones in the tubes. I got one of those for my daughter. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this palette. Ooh, it smells really nice. Kind of smells like cookies. Reminds me of that Tarte Juicy palette. Ooh, that's really nice. This palette is not brand new. It's been out for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long, but I know that it's not brand spanking new, so I'm not going to do swatches or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and put together a nice little warm peachy tone look. You know, one of my favorite go-to looks. You have the cool tones, you have some warmth over here, and today I want to do a nice warm look. So we're going to start with Georgia Peach. I think that's what, Georgian Peach. Georgian Peach right here, which is the lighter peachy shade right there. That's going to be my all over base color, and then we will go from there. Alrighty. Today is Monday, June 14th. You're probably not going to see this video to either next week or the week after. I had a little bit of extra time to film, and I'm still waiting for my Glam Light palette to get here that I ordered, and I also ordered a couple other things from ColourPop. Those have not arrived yet either. I ordered something else, but, you know, I order so much stuff now that I can't remember. Nomad. That's what it was. I'm also waiting on my Nomad palette, the newest one. State Parks, I think is what it's called. So until those get here, I can't film with them. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and grab, you know, some of the products I picked up from Walmart and just, you know, have a little nice get ready with me and throw together a quick look. That is a very pretty shade. It's like, it's right up my alley. You guys know I love tones like this. Now I'm going to take burnt orange, which is that beautiful burnt orange shade. We're going to lay that into our crease. And then I may take one of the warmer shades over here instead of, like this deeper shade here would be my go-to, but I think I'm going to go with one of the warmer shades over here. We'll see. It's so weird because this is my kids' last week of school. Wednesday is their last day. I went ahead and let my daughter go up to the school today in person so she can have one last day to see her friends before summer break starts, because, you know, she and her brother were virtual all week, and wow, that is an extremely pigmented shade. Ooh, I might have to take my blending brush and like tone that down a little bit. But I went ahead and let her go in so she could see her friends one last time before summer break, and also so she could turn in her laptop, her textbooks. She also has a couple of novels that were like part of the reading list that the kids had to read in their English language arts class. I ordered those on Amazon. Went ahead and had her take those up to the school because I know she's not going to ever open them again or ever read them again. So she went ahead and took those to school so we could donate them. So somebody next year in the next sophomore class who may not be able to afford to get the books, you know, will be able to have them. I'm going to go ahead and take a fluffy blending brush and just kind of blend this out a little bit. I think I'm going to take a little bit more of Georgia Peach just to kind of blend out the top. It's a little bit more pigmented than I originally thought that it was going to be. But this weekend is Father's Day. My husband's supposed to be coming in Thursday night. He's been gone for a while this time, which I'm not very happy about, but he'll be back on Thursday. So he'll be here Thursday evening is the plan. The plan is to go to the zoo on Friday, and then one of our friends is having a graduation party for her 5-year-old who graduated kindergarten. It's going to be like from like 3 to 6:30 on Saturday. So we're thinking about going to see Black Widow either in the morning before the party or in the afternoon. I literally have not heard anything about it. I kind of feel like she got screwed over, this particular superhero, because of the pandemic. So she did not get, the attention and the excitement and, the promotion stuff that the other superheroes have gotten. But we're looking forward to seeing that. And then Sunday is Father's Day. I'm going to see my stepfather for a little while to give him his card and his gifts and all that stuff. And then open gifts with my husband, maybe before or after that. And then we're going to go out to dinner, just me and him, have a little date. So we got a pretty full weekend planned. This will be the last weekend before my daughter goes out of town. So I'm glad that my husband was able to be home this weekend so he can see her before she leaves. So rather than going into the terracotta shade here, which would normally be my go-to, I'm going to go into this chocolate brown here called Cocoa. And I'm going to use that to deepen my outer corner. Nice pretty chocolate brown shade. I just want to add a little bit of more depth and a little bit more warmth to that outer area. I have to go get my oil changed, and then I'm going to wash and vacuum my car. Take my daughter. She still needs to get her Father's Day gifts for her dad and her grandfather. So we may go do that after I pick her up. And then driving practice. That's been so much fun. Taking a little bit directly into that fold right there. I have, I guess, semi-hooded eyes, I guess you can call it, but I don't have like a whole lot of lid space and a whole lot of crease space. So sometimes you gotta work a little bit to really get that crease area to show. I think I'm gonna take Sunset here and put that as kind of the nice shimmer shine shade all over the lid. And then I think I'm going to take Golden Hour and lay that in the inner corner. Before I do that, I'm going to take Naked and I'm going to lay that in that inner corner area just to kind of help brighten things up a little bit. It is so difficult to read the names in this palette. They're like in silver. So it's making it hard to read. I'm like having to use my little magnifier here because when you like try to read it, it's like got this really bad reflection. So I don't really like that design. It kind of makes it hard to read these shades if you're a YouTuber and you're trying to, tell your subscribers what it is that you're doing. Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, I just wanted a little bit more brightness in that area. I may not even lay a shimmer down. I think I might just keep it this way as far as the inner corner highlight. I think I'm just going to use this, to brighten that area and then just leave it like that. That's pretty. All right, now I'm going to go into Sunset. I'm just going to use my finger and just kind of lay that down. These shimmers are definitely soft. And not in the texture, even though they are soft in the texture. I mean in the shine. You see that? How they're not like super, super bright. These are kind of that soft, everyday look as far as shimmers go. Not like you're super, super intense. I'm going to be able to see you a mile away type of shimmer. That's pretty. I prefer something a little bit, just with a little bit more shine than what I'm getting here. But it's pretty. It's pretty. But I prefer something with just a little bit more intensity. And I'm finding that it's not looking as smooth as I would like as a shimmer. Yeah, just off the bat, from that one shade right there, this is not my favorite shimmer formula. I'm going to try Twinkle, which is the pinky shade, and see how that one looks. This one feels a little creamier than Sunset. Shine level's about the same. I'm not really seeing much of a difference there. Yeah, the shimmers they're not really doing anything for me. I'm not super impressed with that. I went on ahead and I took the glow powder and I just laid that all over my eyelid, and it looks a little bit better. I have a little bit more shine going on. And then I took Burnt Orange right here, and I went on ahead and laid that along my lower lash line. So let me go ahead and throw on some liner real quick. I have this shadow flip. I forgot that I pulled this out. This came in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. Thought maybe I could put it together with this look, but you know what? No, I think it's a little bit too too shiny and metallic for this look. I think I'm going to use it when I use the other palette in another video. So I'm going to save this one for that, but I'm going to go on ahead and do my liner. I have like this loose hair that's like driving me crazy. So I'm going to take this Wonder Look pen. It's a liner from Wonder Woman liner from Kiko Milano. I've almost used it up. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly line my eyes with this. I'm trying to think, you know, if there's like anything else going on to talk about. Can't really think of anything else. I think I've pretty much covered everything. I'm hoping that our splash pad in our little park over here, this little park's really, really cute, about 10 minutes from us. I'm hoping that they open the splash pad, they turn it on this year. It wasn't on last year for obvious reasons, but it's starting to get like super, super hot here. It's like this morning it was 81. I know that it's probably about 95 now. It's gotten to where it's so hot that if I just have my regular air conditioner turned all the way up, literally doesn't do a thing. I have to have it on the max air setting for it to get really cold. Otherwise, you can't really feel it just because it's so hot outside. I like warm weather. I prefer warm weather over cold weather, but somewhere like it around the mid 70s, low 80s. Once you start getting into the 90s, you're getting into the Saharan desert misery, and that's a little too hot for me. I'm gonna take this ColourPop cream gel liner in Peach Fizz. Throw that in my lower waterline real quick. Just kind of help brighten things up. I love tones like this in the springtime. Just your really bright, springtime and summer, your really bright pinky tones. Peachy, pinky, coral. Just those really bright tones I love in the spring and summer months. I think today, instead of lashes, falsies, I'm just going to go ahead and do mascara. I'm not going anywhere fancy. I don't really want to have to worry about gluing lashes to my eyes. So we're just going to do mascara. I've really been enjoying this eyelash curler. I got it from Ulta. It's the one from JCat. There was a little comb attached to it. This was in my haul. I took the comb off. It was sticking out so far that you couldn't actually, I wasn't really getting any use out of it. It's basically designed for somebody who actually has long lashes. Otherwise, the way that it's designed, you just couldn't get your lashes into it for it to actually like comb and separate or do any good. The curler itself, I really like. I feel like it gives me a very nice uplifted look. The comb itself was just kind of pointless. I'm going to prime my lashes with this Fat Lash Primer from Shop Mosaic. This is from the AOA brand. I'm still testing it out. I bought it along with the Fat Lash Mascara. Just want to kind of see if the primer will work with other mascaras. This was only $1. I don't really use like a lash primer a lot, but you know, I like to try different things, experiment with ways to give me nice full thick lashes without having to put on falsies. I'm gonna let that kind of dry down for a minute before I put on my mascara. The mascara that I'm gonna put on is the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. I have almost emptied this. This is currently in my project empties. That video should have already gone up. I made a video where I showed you guys what I had currently in my project empties, project panning, as well as my makeup rotation that I started doing. And this was in that video. I have literally almost emptied it. It has taken me forever, but I'm almost there. You know what? To save some time so that I'm not just sitting here waiting for this primer to set up, I'm going to go ahead and throw on my blush. The shade I'm going to use today is Lena, which is a really pretty bright peachy shade. That is so beautiful. I love Juvia's Places blush formula. This is the first palette that I've gotten from them. I have both of these singles. I wish they would make those. They would make some more formulas or shades in that particular formula because it is a beautiful formula. Those are two of my favorite blushes in my entire collection. I would love to see some more single shades done in that particular formula, and that is pretty. Oh wow, gorgeous, and it's blending out so beautifully. Put it on, fluffed it with my brush, and boom, it is done. That is so very nice, healthy tone to the skin. I love that. Let's see, how do the lashes feel? Oh, let's set a little bit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on this glow powder. This has that exact same cookie fragrance that's in the eyeshadow palette. So let's see what this looks like. When I bought it, I thought it was a blush, But then when I went to swatch it, I realized it was coming off more like a highlighter. So like kind of like a pink, a nice rich pinky shade, but a highlighter, like glowy, not, because it is a glow powder, not an actual blush. But yep, I can see it. It's definitely coming off as a highlighter. It's a pinky toned highlighter is what I'm saying. It's beautiful. It's not something that I would pull out for like my everyday looks, but that is beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna take this and throw this into my highlighter drawer instead of my blush drawer. All right, now I'm going to do 1 or 2 coats of my Lash Princess mascara. I love the fact that this one has a curved brush. It really helps you get up in there and get like every single lash. I got a little bit of mascara right there in the middle. I'll brush that off after it dries. So far with that lash primer, it's looking really nice. I'm separating this lash a little bit. I don't want like a super clumpy look or anything. So one thing about using lash primers is that they can tend to get clumpy. Sometimes you end up looking like you have 5 lashes instead of, you know, a nice full set of lashes. All right, that's pretty. I'm liking how that's looking. My lashes are looking very full. They're looking separated. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go off camera, throw on my lips. My lip liner that I'm going to use today is from Ruby Kisses. It is the shade Crimson. It's one of the twist up ones, not the pencil ones that you have to sharpen. And then I'm going to be throwing on for my olive lip color, Meet Matte Hues Matte Liquid Lipstick from the Balm. The shade is an Honest. I'm also currently working my way through this one. I'm going to touch up the mascara that I kind of messed up a little bit, and then we will come back and close out the video. All right, and we are back. Lips are done. I love this formula. It is so nice. It tingles on the lips, smells kind of minty. I love the tone. Orangey, burnt orange, peachy, anything like that. I absolutely love. That is my jam. That is my story. I absolutely love it. But let's talk about the products that I use today. First, the Kab Cosmetics eyeshadow palette and the glow powder. These are newer than the blush palette. I liked the mattes in this palette. I felt like the mattes blended out really well. They were nicely pigmented. I didn't really have any issue there. The shimmer formula though, yeah, not my story. I was not really liking those. I was not getting the payoff that I wanted at all. I'm gonna play with the palette a little bit more. I'm gonna try using a wet brush and seeing if that adds a little more emphasis, you know, to the shimmers. Sometime later, you know, and I can play around with this palette again. But just off of my first impressions, I was not impressed with the shimmers. It's just, nope, wasn't doing anything for me. I did like the glow powder, however. I love the pinky tone to it. I thought it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. Definitely enjoying it. I'm definitely going to play with this some more. And I really loved the palette. I'm so glad that I finally went ahead and picked it up during the sale. I've been eyeing this forever. And usually by the time that I wanted to get it, it would be out of stock. So I was very happy to get it. And this shade that I use, Lena, it is absolutely beautiful. Pigmented, went on so smooth. I absolutely love it. I just love Juvia's Place's blush formula in general. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you'd consider joining the family and hitting subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.